Friends, welcome to Cloud and Code Lab. In the previous video, we have saw how to create the Spring Boot project, but in this video, we will learn the structure of our project. So earlier, I shown you this project, and I am going to explain because these are the files like controller, DTO, entity, repository, services I have created manually, and each of having the different functionality and each contain the different file. So your project will contain this, and this is the main file, Java file, which contains the main method to run our application. So I am going to explain the project structure. First of all, I todo is this is our directory in which we have created the project. This is the IntelliJ IDE configuration file and setting for our project. .mvn for the it contains the configuration to run our project locally, and this is the main source directory containing our project code and resources like main. In main, it contains the main which contains our application production ready code and resources. And in this we have Java, we have this package. Inside this package we have created these folders manually. So what this contains, I will show you. This contains our main. Inside main we have com.todo app. Inside this we have controller. It contains the controller class in which it handles all the HTTP request and response from the outside. So when we hit the uh, REST API endpoints, either using the Postman or either from the browser, either from an external application like React.js or Angular. So first task controller means controller class handles the HTTP request. So another thing is DTO. It is the class which is used to fetch the data which is only required. Means if the class contains the password, some sensitive data in this like entity, this is the class. And some of the things that we want to hide, we use the DTO, which is used to fetch the data very clearly. This is the repository which contains the interfaces for the data base operations like CRUD operation or JPA operations. This is the services which contain the service class for the business logic. Whatever the business logic we write in the task service classes and which interact with our database repository and DTO and entity. So for this entity, we create the table like for this one in our database. The table is created. So next thing we have saw, this is the main application which we run, or a Spring Boot application. This is the resource file which contains the static files. This is the very most important files, application.property, which contains the application configuration setting and environment variables. Like we have this file here, you can see application, and here you can see we have application name, we have a data source URL I have given. This is the database name, and we have the user name and password for that database. I am using Postgres, so I have provided the Postgres uh, database information. So here, what is this? This is for the application. Here I have hard coded everything, but when you have to deploy any application, you have to provide the we you have to provide you don't have to provide the hard coded value like this. You have to provide some strings, and that you will set in the particular platform, and these all variables like username, password, and the database URL. So this is the application dot property file which handles the application configuration. So in the next, it generates the build, that is the target and output directory. This is the dot git attributes to define the git specific file handling, and dot ignore, it ignores a specific files and folder, it ignores during git version. This is the docker file I have created while deploying my application to the render. Okay, at the backend I have deployed to the render application. This is the documentation of our project, and this is for MVN for this is a script written for Unix, Linux, and Mac operating system. MVN w.cmd for the script written for the Windows application system to run this application. And this is the very important file which contains the all our project dependencies, I will show you, like VF and JPA, our project version, Spring Boot version. So everything it contains, and if we want to add some other dependencies for like unit test cases, you can see here test cases for that we can add in this pom.xml. So we have understand our project structure. In the next video onwards, we will create the project. Uh, we will create the project and a Spring Boot project, and we will see how our controller, what is the architecture of our project like. So we will also see the architecture of the Spring Boot project in the next video. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel.